Alright, this is my networking assignment 2 video about serialization. So just going to run the tests, and 0 disabled, all passed, 0 failed, and then the memory tracking passed as well. So, and 0 warnings and everything. So I'm just going to briefly go through what I did. So for dog, I just rearranged the stuff to get alignment and added an explicit padding. The serialization and deserialization is very simple, just the one line. Cat, I think, is the same, did the explicit padding and rearranging, and I did the one line for serialize and deserialize. For Burr, this one was with the dynamic character array, so what I did was I don't know what I pressed. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. So I started with saving the size of the length to the very top of the buffer, then I actually copied over the contents of the character array, and then copied over the X and Y, the other two things. And when you deserialize, you read in the length of what that was, create the new character string, copy over the contents with that specific length that you read in, and then copy over the other two data members. For fish, so fish has an instance of apple and orange along with its own members. So in serialize, I copied over the contents of apple, the contents of orange, and then the rest of the stuff. And then when you deserialize, you have to create the new instances of apple and orange and then copy over the contents and then copy the remaining members. In all of these, I'm using this like P pointer to move around the buffer to different parts of the buffer as I need. And then finally for the Medusa thing, the only rearranging of data here was in the egg, just added some explicit padding. For Medusa serialize, what I did was I counted how many snakes are in the list, and then I put that count at the very top of the buffer, and then looped through that many looped through all the snakes, serializing each one, and then adding, this is the size of a single snake, so just adding them all on top of each other. And then when you serialize a individual snake, you copy over the content of the egg and then the key. And so for deserializing the whole thing, you read in that count. That way you can move to the bottom of the buffer, because you actually need to insert the snakes in reverse order, kind of from the bottom up. So here you are just deserializing each snake, inserting that new snake into the list, and kind of moving up the buffer. So yeah, hopefully that's enough justification. And once again, everything passed.